Hi, this is Ellie with Full Moonlight Tarot 20, and this is a continuation to the tarot reading I just did. And the tarot reading was about a person in your environment that has betrayed your confidences. So this was someone that you told secrets to, someone that you really entrusted with some deep parts of yourself, and that person is kind of a jealous, envious energy, and they very much betrayed your confidence and probably talked to other people about the things that you confided in them. Uh, very, a very self-sabotaging energy, this person. In the reading, it came out this person is very jealous of all your accomplishments and what you're creating in your life, and very jealous of your energy. And even though they could work on themselves to kind of get to that place in their own life, they're not willing to. So they would rather drag you down to their level. So I had said in the reading I was going to pull some oracle cards, but then the reading was already 15 minutes long. So I decided to make this oracle reading separate. Now, your advice, other than the advice the tarot cards gave of walking away from this person, asking spirit for help, we have here mushroom, recycling, breaking down problems. And mushrooms, their job in nature, of course, is to help with decomposition. And they do that by breaking down all the enzymes of things, right? Or I believe I understand that correctly, right? They break everything into small parts. And that is what you're being asked to do with this problem, right? So first of all, don't try to kind of fix that whole situation all at once. Take it one issue at a time. Because I could see that not only are you now losing a friend, because you're going to have to cut that person out of your life, you cannot trust them. So, of course, there might be a sense of loss attached to that. And then, so focus on that. But then you might also be worried about the other people who are involved and who may be involved in the situation that this other person blabbed your business to, right? And you might be concerned about their thoughts about you and how this is going to impact the relationship you might have with them, right? So don't try to tackle everything at once. Try to take it one problem at a time and don't stress yourself out. And make sure that you come first, no matter what, that your well-being and your health go first, and that you're not going to fall into this place of having anxiety about the whole thing, right? Don't fall into anxiety. Know that spirit is helping you. Um, so, yeah, don't rush the process of this. As I said in the other reading, that the mask that person is wearing is coming off. Other people are going to see the snake that they are, and they probably are not going to take whatever they said about you as serious as they would have taken it before the mask comes off, right? So a lot of people, when someone is gossiping, deep down they know that that person is not to be trusted, especially if they're hearing all the things that they say about whoever they're talking about, right? So deep down they know, oh, I really can't entrust this person with information about myself, because if they're talking about this other person and their business, they're going to do the same about me, right? So know that people are not dumb, and they probably already have an idea of who this person is before the mask even comes off. So don't be surprised if some people who you might think are now against you, that you might think that this person has turned others against you. You might actually be surprised to find that this is not the case, and that they've taken everything that this person has said with a grain of salt. And a lot of times these people already have a bad reputation within an environment, right? Within a social environment. So work on you. Know that this was a mistake and you had to learn from it. And now, just work on yourself. The summer card, expansion and growth, is telling you this was a lesson. This was a lesson. Now you've learned you can't trust this person, and to listen to your intuition when it's trying to tell you who is trustworthy and who is not. But it's also asking you to not need validation from other people. And I said that in the other reading too. A lot of times when we don't have enough self-awareness, when we don't have enough self-confidence, we end up needing to talk to other people to get validation from them, when we should have enough self-awareness and self-confidence and self-trust to get that validation from ourselves, right? So especially when you're talking about things you're planning for your future, or you feel like you need to talk about really private things that are going on within your personal relationships. Often you already know the answer to the questions you're asking another person, or the validation that you want from that other person. You don't need that validation. Often when a person is listening to what you're saying and then they give you feedback, you already knew the answer, and you know that you're not even going to take their advice into account anyways, because you already know what you're going to do. Deep down, you already knew from the beginning without having that person's feedback. So this is a lesson in self-trust. Put the trust back where it belongs, with you. And there are things that it's okay to talk with other people about, things that are not going to damage your reputation if they get talked about when you're not around. So know that, especially when you're doing well in life, you are going to have people who are not going to be happy that you're doing better than them. People who are stagnant in their life because they don't want to make the changes that you're making with your life. So they don't want to be happy for you. They're not going to be happy for you. They want to keep you down. They want to drag you down to their level, no matter how they're going to do that, and no matter how much they hurt you in the process. So just be wary, okay? And like I said in the other reading, Spirit protects light workers. Spirit protects those who have a mission in this lifetime to help other people. And when you have a mission like that, no matter which form it takes, if you're a teacher, if you're a healer, right? It doesn't matter if you're a coach. If you have a mission in this life to be of help to other people, then you are heavily, heavily protected by Spirit. If you could actually see the light beings that are around you, right? Your ancestors, your spirit guides, angels, totems, so spirit animals. If you could see everyone that's around you, you'd be shocked, and you would never feel fear again. You wouldn't be afraid of anything in this life. So know that the people who are against you get heavy, heavy karma. That your spirit team, they don't play about you. If anyone is against you, they are getting their karma. And they don't even know it. They just think they're having bad luck. And it's not bad luck. You're getting karma for being a horrible person. So that's what I got for you today, guys. You got this. Love and light. We'll talk again soon.